I'm very grateful for my experiences thus far, and it's only been a month. I don't know what's gonna happen in a year. I don't know what my life is gonna look like. I'm terrified and I'm excited. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. I know I haven't been here in a while. It's nice to see you. If you haven't been to the channel before, welcome back. I'm excited that you're here. I'm very happy to have you. Today we are going to be talking about something that's been blowing up like crazy lately, and so I got on the bandwagon. Today we're going to talk about moldavite. I'm actually wearing two pieces right now. The bigger piece I got from my local stone shop, and then the smaller piece, which is super cute. I'm going to link it down below so you guys can get it if you would like to. If it hasn't sold out, if it has sold out, I'll link the shop down below. They were super sweet. I'm going to insert better clips of these. They always get like twisted on each other, but I got this small one from an Etsy shop. I am going to insert better clips here, so don't worry about it. But I got my smaller rose pendant moldavite necklace from an Etsy shop called the Moldavite Life. I will link them down below. Super great service, super awesome. They sent me like a cute little free gift with my purchase. If I can find it, I will also insert a clip of that. But yes, so moldavite. What is it? Good question. It's like a formed glass from the impact of the meteorite. So it is known to be very high vibrational, very high vibration, aligns all your chakras, all the things. So it's also known to kind of have like an extraterrestrial presence, so because of how it was formed and all that stuff. So my experiences with moldavite, before I got moldavite, I was definitely in a rut. I didn't know what I wanted. I was very lost in my life. I was finishing my college program, which I am not done, blessings, but I was finishing my program and I wasn't sure what I wanted. So I was scrolling through TikTok as one does, and moldavite was like everywhere. And the first time I saw it, I was like, okay, well maybe, like, who knows? It was all I could think about for weeks, like 2.5 weeks straight. It was all I could think about. I like kept going back to my cart on my Etsy shop, and I was just like, do I do it? Do I not do it? And I was going through this 2 weeks of like hemming and hawing and whether I want it or I don't want it. It was all I could think about. And I was like, okay, well, like, I'll do some research. And so I was YouTubing it, I was watching YouTube videos, and all of these people were like, do not get it if you're not ready for massive change in your life. And I was like, well, that's kind of what I need. Like, I need a push. I need massive change. I need something to kind of get me on the right track again, make me feel as if I'm excited to be here, excited to be a part of planet Earth, excited to be alive. And I ordered it. It took like 3 weeks to get here, and I was very concerned because people were also saying that like it has a tendency to disappear if you don't need it anymore, or like it's no use to you, it'll disappear and someone else will take it. And so I was like, fuck, well, what if I lost it? Like, what if it's lost in the mail? What if it, like, I wasn't even supposed to have it, and like now I'm like here lost in the mail, you know? It got here on the same day as my Taylor Swift merch. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. And then I got it, and my dumbass didn't realize that it was gonna be so small. Like, it literally told me in the description that it was 3 millimeters, okay? Like, I am just dumb and I didn't put 2 and 2 together. And so I was Googling it and I was seeing if like the size of the moldavite matters, and everyone was saying no, but I was like, you know what? No. Like, I want a bigger piece. I called all the metaphysical shops in my town, and I was like, hey, do you have moldavite? And this one was like, yes. And so I was like, okay, cool. I really felt like I needed to wear it. Like, I was like, I want to wear it. I want it to be on me all the time. Like, I want to get the full effects of this. And so they were showing me like the stones, and I was like, oh, that's, yeah, like, this is what I'm looking for. I was drawn to the little pendants. And when I like touched the first one, I was like, damn, this is something. Like, it was warm. I was like, holy crap. Like, I could just feel the energy coming off of it. And I was like, all right, awesome. Like, I'm definitely where I need to be right now. Like, I definitely want some. And so, and even when I like touched the one that I ordered, like, it's so small and I could feel it. And I was like, Kate, this is fantastic. I'm so excited. And so then I ended up going with this one. I've had it for a month today. And let me just tell you that this month has been insane, okay? So prior to getting the moldavite, I had gotten into Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations, and I was doing them every day, but I wasn't really getting results with them. I wasn't really feeling anything. I couldn't really get zen in meditation. My second day meditating with the moldavite, you guys, oh my god. I've never, like, been so trance-like, so zen-like in a meditation ever. Like, it was crazy. And on the second day, like, on the first day I was, like, feeling it out. I was feeling the energy. On the second day, had a bomb-ass meditation, and I got the idea for my podcast. Oh my god. And I am so excited about my podcast. It will be linked down below if you want to take a listen. We talk about all things spirituality, my life, all that stuff. However, I was just so excited. I was like, oh my god, yes, like, this is creating content, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, this is what I'm excited about, let's do it. So I started a podcast. It's called Live Inspired with Stephanie, and I really been enjoying making the podcast, and it was just crazy, like 2 days. But then I made the podcast, and I was like, okay, let's do it. Hands down, no questions asked, let's do it. Order the microphone. It got here on a Sunday, posted my first one on a Wednesday, and I just posted my 3rd episode today. So, link in the description if you want to take a listen. I'm super excited about it. But other than just like the podcast, I have been so much more motivated, so much more inspired about life, so excited about life. And there were like people saying that if you weren't ready for massive change, don't get this stone. I think it depends on where you are in your journey and where you are in your life, because granted, I like had already been doing tons of shadow work in the start of quarantine. Like, I was working on myself with this time to myself. I really, like, all of my stuff started coming up. I had to face it. I was dealing with it already. I haven't felt the effects in a very like overwhelming way. I've like in an overwhelmingly negative way. Like, the changes I've been feeling haven't been negative. They've been like fast and rapid, but I haven't been like overwhelmed by them. And you know, like, this stone has really ignited my passion for life again, and that is something that I haven't felt in, I want to say, years. Like, I have not genuinely been excited about my life in years. And so I got the stone right after I finished my program for college, and I was just like, I don't think that's what I want to do. I don't think that's how I want to spend my time. I want to be doing something that I'm passionate about. I want to live inspired. I want to chase my passions, and like, I just want to really focus on what I need to be the best version of myself, and all of the abundance and prosperity and joy will come when I'm chasing what I'm happy with. And so I've really been focusing on content and creating content and being honest with myself in my meditations and my spirituality, and truly letting myself be myself. So when I got the moldavite, it was just kind of like I couldn't hide from myself anymore. I couldn't pretend that I wanted things that I didn't want. I couldn't pretend that I wasn't just doing things because it was going to make my family happy, or I couldn't pretend that I was just going through college because that's what my dad wanted for me. And like, granted, like, I don't blame him. I would want my children to have stable, successful careers as well. However, I just couldn't pretend that that's what I wanted. I couldn't pretend to be excited about trying to find a unit clerk job. I just couldn't really pretend to be something I wasn't anymore. And I couldn't hide from my desires. I couldn't hide from my past. I couldn't hide from my trauma. I couldn't hide from my shadow work. I had to face it all. And it is such a high vibrational stone. So if I'm feeling sad or I'm feeling anxious, I have to face those feelings. I can't just, like, my coping mechanisms for my anxiety or when I'm sad aren't working the same, because I just need to work with it. I need to sit with it. And the moldavite has really made me focus on facing things instead of just hiding from them or pretending they're not there or pretending that I want something that I actually don't. The moldavite really kind of accelerated the fact that I needed to stop sabotaging myself. When I got the moldavite, I really couldn't pretend to be anyone but myself. And previously, like my entire life, I had really just been a people pleaser. I hadn't known what my personality was, and if I did, I wasn't brave enough to actually let people know what I was interested in, because like spirituality and metaphysics and reality transferring and Abraham Hicks and the law of attraction and the laws of the universe and the law of attachment and like all that stuff isn't widely accepted within standardized society. So I really needed to take a step back and say, hey, who is Steph? And why are we hiding her from the world? And the moldavite really pushed me in that direction. It made me feel as if I needed to be, if I wanted to succeed and I wanted to create content that I enjoyed, and if I wanted this to eventually be my career, then I needed to pursue it in a way that only I could. I needed to be myself. And everyone says that, but I have never genuinely let myself be myself. So I really had to learn how to be vulnerable in being myself. Like, I needed to be myself and not censor me. Regardless of what anyone was going to think, regardless of what anyone was going to say, I needed to do it, and I needed to do it for me. And so that's kind of what I started doing. I was just like, hey, I'm going to make this podcast. And then the blockage came up, because the second I posted the podcast, my brother, bless his heart, he meant well, but I had brought up my mother in the podcast and discussed what I had learned from my family's experience with my mother. And my brother had taken that, not listened to the whole thing, not really understood the premise, and brought it to my dad and said, Stephanie is sad because of our mother. And so then my dad was like, are we going to have a problem? Like, is there trauma? Are you upset? And I was like, no, this is something I'm excited about. I have a podcast. I'm going to talk about the things that I enjoy to talk about. And that was the first blockage. That was the first thing that could have set me, that would have set me back prior to these revelations about myself. That would have stopped me and made me feel like, well, I can't do it because no one's gonna understand, and no one's gonna watch, and no one's gonna care, and no one's gonna get it, and people are just gonna think I want attention, and all of that old stuff started coming up. And so I really needed to face that, and the moldavite made me do that. And here we are, just posted the 3rd episode, super excited about it still. I was just so, I've been so used to keeping myself small, because that is what made me feel safe. And the moldavite isn't letting me keep myself safe anymore. It's not letting me be small. It's just making me do the things that I want to do, which is great, but scary. And so another thing with the moldavite is I have noticed that I am more connected to my guides, to source, to the gods, to the angels, whatever you believe in. For me, it's the universe and my angels. I am more connected to my divine team than ever before. I feel more supported by my divine team than ever before. I can feel them here with me. I can feel their support. I can feel that I'm on the right path. And I never used to feel like that. I felt like I needed other people to tell me what they were trying to tell me. And now I can hear it for myself. I can hear their guidance. I can follow their wisdom. And that's been really nice. And it's been really good to just know that regardless of anything going on in my external reality, everything is working out for me. There is a team of beings making sure that everything is working out for me. And that is fantastic. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about what my future is going to look like. And I'm excited that I'm allowing myself to have that. And the synchronicities I've been experiencing lately and the manifestations I've been experiencing lately, whether they be small, they're still there, and they're still more prominent than ever, and seeing them and experiencing them and just knowing that everything is well exactly as it is has been fantastic. Knowing that I am on the right path, knowing that everything's going to work out for me, knowing that if I'm being myself, I'm going to be okay. And knowing that what I'm passionate about is valid, and what I want to pursue with my life is valid, and how I want to live my life is valid. And just because it's not standard doesn't mean it's wrong. And I've really been enjoying these revelations. I've been enjoying the contact of my divine team. I've been enjoying pursuing my spirituality openly and not feeling the need to hide from it like it's some secret or some bad thing or it's unrealistic. I've just known that everything is going to be fine, and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and it's all well. It's all great. It's all happening as it should, which is fantastic. So with the moldavite, I credit a lot of what I'm doing right now and how I'm feeling right now to the moldavite, which also brings me to the fact that I have never been more happy. I have never felt more aligned. I've never felt more fulfilled. I wake up every morning excited to be alive. excited to be here, excited to live this day, excited and grateful that I have the opportunity to connect with people every day, excited and grateful that I'm able to follow my dreams, excited and grateful that I have the resources I do to pursue the things I want, excited and grateful that I'm healthy and I'm happy and I'm thriving. And it just feels so good to just be myself, regardless of anyone else's opinions. And so I just feel like it's been a month with the moldavite and I don't recognize the person I was before I got it. So when it came to a unit clerk job, I have always been good at talking to people. I've always been good at kind of schmoozing people in order to get what I want. And when it came to the unit clerk thing, every time I applied for a job in person, I butchered it. It was awful. It was embarrassing. I stumbled over my words. I felt like I was like choking on my words, and I just couldn't, it just didn't go well. And so obviously I wasn't selected, which is fine. Granted, this is just applying for jobs and giving in a resume and all that stuff. But I just butchered it, which is so strange for me because I have never done that before. It's never been difficult for me to present myself in a desirable manner for employment. It's never been hard for me. And so then I just kept butchering it, and I was like, why does this keep happening? Why am I stumbling over my words? Why can't I present myself? Because that's not me. I'm not presenting me. I'm presenting what I think I should be. And I'm not being authentic to myself, and I'm not pursuing it because I want it. I'm pursuing it because it's safe. And, yeah. Oh, and another thing, is it is a very high vibrational stone. And everyone says this. So sometimes I can sleep with it. I can sleep with it on. Nights like last night, I had to take them off. I couldn't sleep. It was too much. It was too overwhelming. With that being said, I haven't been able to procrastinate. I have gotten so much done. I haven't been able to just lay around and do nothing. I haven't been able to just lay around and watch YouTube. If I'm watching a YouTube video, I'm listening to the YouTube video and I'm doing 12 other things. If I make a to-do list, I have to do everything on the list. I can't not. I don't know. I don't know where all this energy came from, but I need to get it done. And it's not I feel like I need to get it done. It's just I just keep going until everything is done. Which is great. I mean, it saves me a lot of time. But now I feel one of those people that's everyone's how do you have so much time in the day? And I just don't waste time. Body image. I have struggled with body image in the past. I have suffered from an eating disorder, and I am definitely in recovery. The beginning of quarantine was hard for me. It was hard for me to be in recovery. It was hard for me to not slip back into old habits. It was hard for me to not binge eat and then not eat, and then, it was hard. I was struggling. After the moldavite, I'm just girl, you deserve better. Treat your body with love. I have so much more self-love right now than I did. Just from a stone. Just from a fucking stone. That's crazy. So tie vibes. I feel I'm honoring my body more. I'm honoring where I'm at in my life more. And that feels good. It feels good. It feels good to be making content. I have so much more ideas. I'm so inspired. I'm so creatively drawn. My meditations have been incredible. I just feel good. And the best way to summarize my experience would be I'm being me, and I'm not scared to be me anymore. I'm not scared to follow my goals because I know it's all gonna work out for me. I'm not scared to express my interests because I know it's all exactly what I'm supposed to be interested in, and I know that what I have to add to this world is valuable, and there's only one me that can do it, and that is me. And so just honoring where I'm at, honoring my personality, honoring who I am as a human, honoring that I'm not really, truly, I'm not just a human. I am divine energy. I am a soul. I am pursuing what I love because it sets my soul on fire. And that's kind of where I'm at. And the moldavite has been incredible. It's been a very eye-opening experience. It's been fantastic. It's changed a lot in me. I was so complacent with my life. And the moldavite will not let you be complacent. I don't think it's a bad thing, but if you're not, I will reiterate what everyone else has said. If you are not ready to be accountable for your life and to know that you are the reason why you are the way you are right now, and why you are where you are right now, then don't get it, because it's going to force you to look at yourself and see where you're at, see what you're doing that's not following your divine purpose, and know that you can do better. It's going to force you to see your potential. It's going to force you to chase it. It's going to force you to go after those things that you've always wanted. And are you ready to go for those things? Because you deserve it. But are you ready to actually feel like you deserve it? Are you ready to do your shadow work that shows you why you think you can't? Girl, it's going to pull it all out of you. All of it. And it's going to be fast. You're not going to have a chance to think. You're not going to get it to stop. It's all just going to come up and you're going to have to face it. And that's not a bad thing. It just might be more accelerated than what you're ready for. And so if you're not ready to be accountable for your experience on this planet, and if you're not ready to be completely yourself and take all the masks off and take down all the walls around your heart and your soul, then I would wait. I don't regret it. I wouldn't change it for the world. Did I think that it was going to be like this? No. Did I underestimate it? Yes. Was I scared shitless because everyone said it was going to tear my life apart? Yes. Has it teared my life apart? No. Has it changed my life? Yeah. Has it made me incredibly uncomfortable at times? Hell fucking yes, friend. But it has been worth it. I feel like through the moldavite and making myself go through all these changes and face all this stuff and all the things that it's bringing up for me, it has positively impacted every single form of my life. My relationships, my family, my relationship with myself, my relationship with my career, my relationship with the universe. I have never felt more aligned to my truest purpose than I do right now. And I know that if I didn't have the moldavite, I would still be feeling lost. It is worth it when you do it because life is fantastic. I haven't felt like this I'm 21. I probably haven't felt like this since I was 5. Like, I just feel alive and ready to take on the day, take on the world, share my gifts and talents with the world, make content, build this community, and I have a lot of it to credit to the moldavite and my acceptance of this change that it's been throwing at me. So if you're not ready for that, would I recommend it? But I would recommend it because it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And I don't want it to ever stop. So, yes. That is kind of my experience on moldavite. I will definitely do, within the coming months, I'll do updates. I'll keep you guys posted on what happens in my life. And yeah, welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy you were here hearing this message. If it resonated with you at all, please feel free to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and turn the post notification bell on because I'm heavily considering Vlogmas. So please stick around because I'm so excited and happy you're here. And if you were just here for the one message, that's okay. Go get your moldavite, friend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh my god, it's so good to be back. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. Thanks so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.